So the question given is 8 point charges of magnitude q are arranged to form the corners of cube of side L. The arrangement is made in a manner such that the nearest neighbors of any charge has the opposite sign. Initially the charges are held at rest. If the system is let free to move, what happens to the arrangement? Thus the cube shape shrink or expand. Calculate the velocity of each charge when the side length of cube formation changes from L to NL. Assume that the mass of each point charge is capital M. So first let us make the cube with given conditions. So the main point given is in such a manner that the nearest neighbor of any charge has to be of opposite sign. So I will assume here there is a positive charge plus q. The nearest neighbor should be of opposite charge. So here it is minus q, one more neighbor charge minus q, one more neighbor charge minus q. Now here minus q, neighbor charge here this should be plus q. Here again neighbor will be minus q. Minus q, minus q, minus q. Here this will be plus q. Similarly minus q, minus q, minus q. Here this will be plus q. Side length is given as L. So this is a arrangement. First question asked is the cube shape will shrink or expand. Very important point which we have to always remember is here the force which is acting to expand or shrink is electrical force. Electrical force is a conservative force. Conservative forces will always act in a direction to decrease the potential energy of the system and increase the stability of the system. So to decrease the potential energy, we can say that the charges should come near to each other, which implies this length will decrease, so the shape will shrink. Now we have to calculate the velocity when the side length changes from L to NL. Now here there is no other force acting except the electrical force. Electrical force is a conservative force. If only conservative force is acting on the system, mechanical energy of the system should remain constant. In other way we can say that gain in kinetic energy will be equal to loss in potential energy. So here let us find out the initial and final potential energies. Here if you take any two pairs, you can take any 2 point charges in this 8, that will form a pair. So total we have 8 charges, we can select any 2, that will be an pair to form a potential energy. 8C2, this will be 28. So total 28 pairs are there in this system. 4 pairs will be diagonally opposite, means 4 pairs will have a distance of root 3L. Some pairs are nearby each other and some faces are diagonally opposite. So here you can count 12 will be nearby each other, means the distance between them will be L, and 12 will be diagonally opposite, facial diagonally opposite. So the distance between them will be root 2L. So you can say initial potential energy will be minus q upon pi epsilon naught L into 3 root 6 plus root 2 minus 3 root 3 upon 6. You can calculate from this. Opposites are of opposite charges, so you can calculate this. Nearbys are also again opposite charges, you can calculate this. Opposites will be of same charge, again you can calculate this and you can add them. Finally everything will be same, just this length will become NL. So you can write it as Ui upon N. Initially they are starting from rest. Finally let us assume its velocity is v. As the system is symmetrical, we can write all the 8 charged particles will have same velocity v. This will be equal to the change in potential energy, which will be U final, which is U initial upon N. n is less than 1, so final potential energy will be greater than initial potential energy. As it is shrinking, n will be less than 1 minus u initial. Substitute the value here and check. The final velocity will be is equal to square root of q square into 1 minus n into 3 root 6 plus root 2 minus 3 root 3 upon 4n pi epsilon naught into L into root 6. If you have any problem regarding the calculation of potential energy of the system, I will upload one more solution for this calculation. Please check that video. I will add that in the description.